Hello everyone, this is Cooking Easy channel and me, Olga Matvey. Today we will cook roast meat. My husband has been asking me to cook it for many days. So the moment has come. It is stewed potatoes with meat and tasty dressing. You can use any meat for cooking this dish, but pork neck is the best option. I use pork neck. But any meat, even chicken, is possible. This dish is attractive due to the possibility to cook it in any way, in a frying pan, or in the oven, or in a big pan. It tastes differently. Though you've cooked the same dish, but tableware makes the difference. My granny used to cook roast meat this way. Let's get started. It's really delicious. The recipe is in the description box. We will need 2 middle onions, 1 carrot, 7 cloves of garlic, but if you don't like garlic, you cannot use it. A kilo of peeled potatoes and meat. I've got 800 grams of meat. You can take 800 to 1000 grams. That's 28 to 35 oz. Any meat. Spices: salt, teaspoon of paprika, bay leaf, different peppers, either coarse or ground. The roast meat is cooked in 2 ways. But to tell you the truth, I guess there are a lot more than 2 ways, because everyone who cooks has his or her own special secret ingredients. You can add also some tomato juice or tomato paste here. But I won't use any today. Tomatoes also deliver some special taste. Tomato paste should be used with a tablespoon of sugar. While cooking, I'll tell you when you should do it, if you'd like to use tomato paste. Let's start with meat. I've washed it and now it should be fried, but it's wet. Soak it with paper towels. Why? Wet meat will pop when frying. I cut meat into such pieces. They will be easy to have when ready. Make sure you don't cut it into too small pieces, as they wouldn't be felt when having the meal. Large pieces are not so convenient to have. Take a pan or a frying pan with thick bottom. The tableware for cooking mustn't be light. Pour some sunflower oil and wait until hot. Put the meat into the hot oil. Fry it at high temperature and stir all the time. The meat is supposed to become a golden color. While the meat is frying, let's prepare the onion. You need to cut it either into cubes or into half rings, but don't cut it too finely. The carrot should also be cut not too finely. I cut it in rings and then in halves. If the carrot is big, cut each ring into 4 parts. As soon as the meat becomes golden, put onion and carrot there. Stir everything. No spices or salt for now. Stir it up, set a middle temperature for frying and cover. Cook it this way until the onion is soft. Now let's cut the potatoes. I cut each into 3 parts. Each part again into 3 parts. Next, if a potato is middle, I cut each piece into 3 parts, small one into 2, and large one into 4 parts to get such cubes. In about 8 minutes, our onion has become transparent. Now we need to salt it. Add all the spices and stir up thoroughly. Set the lowest temperature. Put the potatoes on the meat. Don't stir. Now I'll tell you a secret. My granny used to stir everything at once. Then she poured some water in and stewed it. It tasted also good, of course, but a lady I know, Zhenya Matyash, once taught me not to mix the meat with potatoes. You just set the lowest temperature, top the meat with potatoes, cover it all, and don't open it until the potatoes are ready. It's about 20 minutes. By the way, you also need to add 50 to 100 milliliters or 1.6 to 3.3 fluids of water to let the potatoes get ready faster. About 25 minutes have passed. I'll now open it. The potatoes are almost ready. Stir everything up. Nothing has burned. There's some water on the bottom. Now you can salt it, for we haven't salted the potatoes. It's time for garlic. Squeeze it like so. You can cut it instead, but squeezed one would deliver more pleasant smell. Garlic is to be added at the end of cooking. If added at the beginning, there will be no smell. Add some salt into a ladle for cooking bouillon. Pour boiling water into the ladle, dissolve the salt and pour it all into the roast meat. The amount of water is up to you. It depends on how much dressing you prefer. I add 3 to 4 ladles. Like so, until I see the bouillon. Now increase the temperature from low to middle and let the dish keep on cooking. There is no need to stir any longer. Let it stay on heat for about 5 minutes and switch off the stove. Now if you wish, you can add some tomato paste or tomato juice or even ketchup. When adding tomato paste, dissolve a couple of tablespoons of it in the boiling water that we've added. And don't forget about a tablespoon of sugar, for the paste can be sour. It will also be very delicious. 5 minutes have passed. I've stirred it. See how much dressing there is. If you want some more, feel free to add it. But for me it's enough. I'm stirring everything again to let the garlic distribute over. Garlic smells so good. Looks amazing. That's it. Now I'll switch it off and leave for 10 minutes. And then it can be served. If you cover it with greenery when serving, it will look even better. I'm looking forward to having it. It smells so good, but it looks even more delicious. I recommend you to cook it. Carrot brings out some special taste. The tastier your carrot is, the better the dish tastes. Potato is just melting in my mouth. It's quite different. If you pour water at once and cook it in traditional way, the potatoes are harder. It seems I've steamed it all. Just melting. Very tasty. Very delicious dressing with paprika. Very tasty. I know I always say very tasty, but believe me, it is. Very tender and tasty. Look. Today we've got a wonderful Saturday lunch. Bon appetit to all of you. Cook this dish and write your comments. Thank you for being with me today. Like and share this video. Bye!